Hey guys, and welcome back to another Conan Exiles video. Today we are in the far northwest, atop one of the highest cliffs in the frozen north, building a sky home. This build was suggested by Madara L. Uchiha on my Cliffside Base build guide, so thank you for the suggestion, Madara. This build is designed to be extremely high up in the Exiled Lands, surrounded by almost nothing but sky, so it should be a pretty interesting build. As with most of my previous builds, this build was previously streamed live on Twitch, so if you'd like to get a sneak peek of builds before they are constructed and possibly even have some input on their construction, do go ahead and drop me a follow over on Twitch for my next stream tomorrow, Monday the 29th of June at 2 PM BST. Before we get started though, we do of course have to thank the sponsors, NordVPN. If somehow you haven't heard of them before, NordVPN offers one of the best rated VPN services available, featuring super fast servers in 60 countries, no data logging, 24/7 customer support, double data encryption, the ability to unlock region lock content including Netflix, ITV, BBC iPlayer and such, and more to ensure you always stay safe on the internet. With unlimited bandwidth, a lightweight Chrome browser extension, and the ability to use Nord on up to 6 devices simultaneously, including mobile devices, NordVPN is the best way to protect yourself on the internet. It's simple to use, one click and you're both connected and protected. NordVPN is great and it's one of the best ways to support me. Each video I make takes roughly between 8 and 12 hours to make, so when you purchase NordVPN through my link you really do help me out a ton. You can get 70% off NordVPN when you visit nordvpn.org/iradYT, or use code iradYT at checkout, which comes out to $3.49 a month, or about £2.80 if you're in the UK, which is a great price for the service. As always, a massive thanks to Nord for sponsoring the video. So, without further ado, let's get started. Firstly, we're going to start off with, of course, the base plate. I'll be using a mix of black ice fence foundations and wooden square and wedge foundations, aiming for a warm wooden interior and a cold black ice exterior. The base plate design you can see on screen now is the final product, though I'll be adapting the base plate throughout the build to match the blueprint. I'll be using the fence foundations to line the wooden wedge foundations and square foundations on the circular tower on the left side, seeing as you can't really make these shapes with fence foundations, and then I'll also use the fence foundations to create the rest of the square base plate with wooden ceilings. Next, for the walls. I used black ice walls due to their wooden interior, and used window frames very sparingly to avoid connecting the build too much to the outside, due to the huge disparity in temperature between the cold outdoors and what will be the warm indoors. I built the walls 3 tiles high on the tower and raised section in the main home, and 2 tiles high on the rest of the build aside from the outside pathway, then building a stairway at the front of the build and roof gables, onto which I would then place a black ice roof, one being a peaked apex and the other being a flat apex, finished with wall caps and rooftop pieces. I then placed fences around the outside viewing bays and placed awnings on the pathway, then building a roof atop the circular tower. After looking over the build, I decided to remove part of the roof above the raised section in the main home area and build a 3x3 square tower. This is something that I personally felt the build needed for me, but I think it can pretty much stand on its own without the tower. This part's all down to personal preference really. I built the tower up, readjusting the roof and building the tower up relatively high, providing a central viewing bay from which the residents of the build could stand in relative warmth and take in the astounding views of the frozen north. Finally, when the shell of the build was done, it was then time to, of course, furnish. Approaching the build, I've lit the exterior with set braziers on black ice pillars, and put hanging Turanian and regular braziers inside the home for a nice warm aesthetic. Entering the home, the main area is open plan and intended to be more cluttered yet not uncomfortable, and is designed to look quite lived in. The main home area includes a kitchen and a lounge area, along with 2 attached viewing platforms designed to take in the fresh air and beautiful sights of the frozen north. Not for too long, mind, lest you get a fairly nasty case of frostbite. The home is intended to have a really warm and comfortable atmosphere, very much a contrast to the extremely cold outdoors. Heading across the pathway, we reach the circular tower. This tower is the separate bedroom, and is designed to be very comfortable and luxurious, with the heat of this room alone being enough to sustain some plants which help to liven the room up a bit. Heading back to the main home and up the stairs, we reach the square tower, which allows us to gaze over the frozen mountains of the north without, of course, risking freezing to death. And there we have it, a sky home in the frozen north on the highest cliff in the northwest. Thanks for watching, and thank you again to Madara for the suggestion. I enjoyed this build quite a lot, and I think it actually turned into a quite comfortable home. If you've enjoyed this video, leave a like and let me know in the comments below if you have any build suggestions for future videos. As usual, absolutely anything is welcome. Don't forget to both follow me on Twitch and join the fun on our Discord through the links in the description. And don't forget you can get 70% off NordVPN when you use code ERADYT at checkout, or you can go through my affiliate link in the description and the pinned comment below. YouTube is currently my full-time source of income, so if you enjoy the content and would like to help support the channel so I can continue to put out the best content possible, do consider becoming a patron. There are multiple tiers of support from $1 to $20, offering many different benefits from a mention in every video to Discord roles, and even sneak peeks of every new video before anyone else. During the lockdown, most of us are still in. The video previews that are usually restricted to the $20 tier will be open for the $10 tier as well, so everyone's got a little bit more content to enjoy. The link to my Patreon is in the description, so if you'd like to support the channel, feel free to consider becoming a patron. On that note, a thanks to our patrons Sammy, Sadialot, Randar, Dawnfox, and MK Pantheon. If you're new here, feel free to check out the rest of the content on the channel. There are new Conan Exiles videos coming every Wednesday and Sunday, so if you like what you see, subscribe and ring the notification bell to be the first to see the next video, and to join us on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.